Week 10's in the books. Time to run down the top 25. That actually makes sense right here at the Voice of College Football. Please like and subscribe. You know, this is a resume ranking. Forget the name brand, forget the preseason hype. It's about the results on the field. Wins and losses, number one. Well, number two, obviously, is who did you beat? Who did you lose to? And then number three, what did that performance look like? If you beat a particular team 50-0, completely dominated, annihilated that team, well, that's given more credit and more weight than if you had defeated that team 28-27. The same thing with the losses as well. Keep in mind, at this stage in the season, we've got 5 undefeated teams. 4 of those play in the power conferences. We've got 12 one-loss teams, 10 of them in the power conferences, 18 two-loss teams, 10 in the power conferences, and then 21 three-loss teams at this point that also have to be taken into consideration now that we've reached 9 games played. 21 three-loss teams and 9 of those in the power conferences. So we're considering basically 56 teams and 33 play in the Power 4 conferences. So much to digest. We not only look at last weekend's results and manipulate our rankings from the previous week. That's not how we play it. We basically re-rack the entire season because past results change value. A win over USC a long time ago looked like a really good win. At this point, it's not worth quite as much. Obviously, that's one example. So the resume changes constantly, not just based on the previous weekend's results, but on past results. So let's run down the top 25 that actually makes sense, keeping in mind that last week's teams ranked in the top 25 here at the Voice of College Football went 11-8. They lost 8 games, and 5 of those were to unranked teams. Similarly, the AP top 25 teams from last week went 10-7 and lost 5 non-conference games. So let's run them down, starting with Iowa at 25, Louisville 24, 23 is Washington State at number 22, Vandy, Mizzou's at 21, Pitt at 20, South Carolina 19, Army at 18, number 17 is Ole Miss, number 16, Boise State. In the top 15, that actually makes sense, Iowa State, Bama, LSU, Texas A&M, Notre Dame at 11. The top 10 looks like this, SMU, Tennessee, Texas, Miami, and BYU at 6. In the top 5, Penn State, Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, and Oregon stays at number 1 with a 21-point drubbing of Michigan. That's the top 25 that actually makes sense. Please leave your comments and questions down below. If you've got a criticism, that is fine. This is not a perfect, flawless ranking. You know what? That does not exist. This is a logical ranking based on the results and the performance on the field. If you have a criticism, please explain it. Just don't say, you're an idiot, your rankings suck. Well, if you've got a half a brain in your head, then please explain. Give me a call on our next call-in show as well, and we will discuss right here at the Voice of College Football.